Welcome to Stark Days, the diary of Reggie Stark. This podcast was written and performed by Ezekiel Robison. It was produced by Funky Monkey Voiceover. Visit us at funkymonkeyvo.com.
Previously on Reggie's diary, stupid-ass Loretta done shit where she ate. So I thought maybe it was time to do a little bit of an education for the next-door neighbor about who she was messing with. And now, the legendary conclusion of Reggie's diary, day number 11. Okay, diary, so this is where we're at, okay? So I said there was a war, and I done made it a war. So 2 days ago was when I made that recording, okay? So it's been 2 days, and nothing really ever happened. And so I decided that this is what I was going to do. So I drove my wagon, my station wagon, up to the Walmart down the road, and I had them put some snow tires on it. And then I bought some of those chains, those cable chains that you put on the tires, for the snow. I bought some of those, and I had them put them on the car. And now Loretta has to take Twyla to some kind of, I don't know, Mommy and Us, or some class for kids and moms to, I don't know, bond or whatever. So I knew she was taking her to this damn class, and so I put those chains on my car. And when they left, I drove over there, and I drove right up on her lawn, and I put the car in neutral, and I revved the engine up real high, and I'd throw it into drive, and it would peel the wheels out on her lawn. She's real proud of her yard. I don't know why she's so proud of it. It's mostly weeds. But I peeled out on her lawn, right? And I just started digging the shit out of her lawn. And I did it like 58 times or something like that. And they were in the class, and the neighbors were out there, and they were just cheering and yelling at me to go, go, go. Apparently I'm not the only one that's had a run-in with Miss Loretta, okay? So I just keep doing it. And I just keep doing it, and I just keep doing it. Well, I did it on the last time, like the 58th time. And like all of this white stuff, I thought it was plastic. I thought that maybe I had dug up a PVC pipe or something. All of this shit just started flying up out of the ground, And so I had to call the neighbor, and he had to bring his Hummer over to, pull me out of the ground because I dug a pretty big hole with my wagon. I couldn't get out. But he pulled me out of there, and we start looking, and they're bones. They're bones, like human remains. And so we done called the police, and they are over there right now. They set up the yellow tape, everything. I don't know that they know where Loretta is, but she's due home in about, 5 minutes or so. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted, all right? Okay, diary, here we go with the next little tidbit. Okay, so this is what happened. Loretta never came home. Actually, I think she did, but she didn't actually go home. So I'm out. I'm walking the goats, and we're going around the corner, and they're pulling me in the little goat chariot that I made, and I thought I saw her car, over across the way, and it was just kind of parked there. There's like this alcove-y thing, and some trash cans and everything. And it was parked there. I just saw the nose of it and the windshield. You could see part of the windshield. And I look over there, and I swear I saw her in there. I can't be sure, but I swear that she was there. I swear she had to be there. And I saw her car, and I was like, uh-oh, she sees. It's going to be real interesting. So I hurried on home, and I hid out in the bushes. And the neighbor kid came over and said, "Why are you hiding in the bushes?" I just said that I locked my door and I couldn't get in the house or something. I had to go poop. But anyway, what happened was she never came. And the police were waiting, and they were waiting, and they were waiting. And so I took the goats for a walk, and we went back around that corner. Gone. Totally gone. So they don't know this. But back when I thought Loretta was stealing my flamingos out of my yard, my little pink flamingos, I put a tracking device on her car inside the trunk. I pretended like I was checking it for dust mites, and I stuck one up under there. And she didn't know it. So all I have to do is I'll have to get out the manual and see how to actually, initiate the tracking signal and track it on the computer. But I think the manual's back over here somewhere. Oh shoot, where'd I put it? I better go find it because the police are probably going to be here in just a few minutes if she keeps not showing up. Oh, I better get on it. I'll let you know. Okay. So the police came over. They wanted me to track, they wanted me to turn on my signal, so I was digging around like a raccoon in the dark trying to find my damn manual so I could turn on my tracking signal. And so I'm digging around there in the closet thing in the garage, and I find this tarp. Like one of those blue ones that you get at Walmart for an overpriced price. And I was just like, okay, what's this? And so I open it up, and the whole inside is covered in blood. The whole thing, the entire thing. And I threw it out there like I was throwing the sheet and making beds for company. I just threw it out there, and they're waiting in the garage for me to find this tracking thing so that they can help me initiate the signal on the computer. So I pull this thing out, I open up the cupboard, I find it. I was like, what the hell's this? I fling it open, and there's it's just covered in blood, and there's material, like fabric inside of it. And I was like, what the hell is this? Where did this come from? And the police were like, okay, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know, what is going on? And so they call in this forensic team on TV, and now they're out there in the garage, and they're working away, dusting for prints, looking for clues, I don't know. And I just know those police are going to come have questions for me, and I'm not wearing my questions clothes, and they're not going to let me go anywhere. And I tried to call Alex, but he's out frisbee golfing with his damn friends, and I don't know. Oh, diary, I'm a little bit nervous. You know what I think? I think it is. Here's what I think. I think Loretta done planted those things in there. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that's where the body came from. That's what I think. I think I'm just going to tell him that. That's my theory. I'm not a detective or nothing, but I watch a lot of TV. I do. Most of it's cooking shows, but once in a while I'll catch a scene from some kind of show like Grey's Anatomy where they're talking about dead bodies or whatever. I know that there's something there because I don't know. I don't know. I would know, right, if I had put a bloody tarp, a blood-filled tarp all up in my cupboard. It's just, oh God, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, I'm going to go see if I can find out where she is, because I got my tits all up in an uproar. Okay, so Loretta, she done come home. She came home about 10 minutes after I made that last entry. And here's what happened. So the police were here, looking around the garage, and they see her, and they go over there, and they start asking her questions about the body, and the thing. And of course, she didn't have any answers. So I went over there, and I said, you know what I think? I think the bloody tarp in my garage, yeah, I think that's a plant. And I think it belongs, the blood on the tarp, belongs to the body right here. And I said, Loretta, I know you done did it. I know you did something to some poor person, and you buried them in your yard. And she was like, how dare you say something like that to me, Reggie? Oh, yeah, you're just mad because it's true. If it wasn't true, you wouldn't be getting all upset. But she was totally getting all upset, so I knew I'd struck a chord with her. A chord in the key of F-U minor. And so the police were like, all right, Miss Van Wagenen, you're going to have to come with us, down to the police station. And they were like, Reggie, we're going to need to take this tarp as evidence. And would you sign a form saying that it's okay and that, you're giving us permission to take this stuff without a warrant? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, just take it. I don't want it. I don't even know where it came from. I'd like to get rid of it as soon as possible anyway. And so after all that happened, okay, full disclosure right here, I kind of feel bad, okay? Because after they took her away and health and welfare came and got her kids, and her husband jumped in the van and took off for whatever reason. I think there's still something going on there. But after she left, I started thinking about it. And I remembered that Alex had accidentally clipped a deer with the Jeep a while back. And he loaded it up and brought it home in a tarp that he bought from Walmart. And I remembered because I was thinking about it, and I remembered him bitching about how much the tarp cost. And so he brought it home, and the whole reason it was bloody was because the deer was wrapped up inside there. And the fabric was what I was using to measure it for when I taxidermied it. And we donated it to the homeless shelter, and I plumb forgot all about the damn thing. Oh, God. So, right now, I'm just kind of at a loss for what to do next. I feel like, okay, there's a part of me that feels like I should call the police and tell them that Loretta's innocent, But Diary, I'm going to be honest, there's a part of me that doesn't really want to. I don't know, maybe that makes me an evil person, but her kid done shit in my bowl.
All right, well, I guess there it is. Until next time, Toodaloo Diary. Okay, how do I turn?